Hi everyone, welcome back to Friday Fun. I'm Ashley from the Geneva Center, and for today's fun activity, I'll be showing you how to make puffy paint with 3 simple ingredients, and then afterwards I'll show you how to make a fun craft with your puffy paint. So let's get started. So the 3 things that you'll need to make puffy paint is shaving cream, school glue, and either food coloring or a small amount of colored paint. So I have a disposable plate and a paintbrush, and I'm gonna go ahead and start making my puffy paint. So what you'll need is equal amounts of shaving cream and school glue. So I'm just gonna eye it, but if you feel a little bit more comfortable with measuring it, you can go ahead and do so. Whoops. So I'll start off, whoops. So I've added this much shaving cream, and then I'm going to add some glue. So I added a good amount of glue, and I feel like I'll have to add a bit more shaving cream to that, but I'm going to go ahead and mix it and see what it looks like once it's all mixed up. So it's a little bit too stringy, so I'm going to add just a tad bit more of the shaving cream. So you want to make sure you really mix it in and incorporate the shaving cream and the glue together. So it's stiffer peaks than before, so that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to go ahead and add food coloring. I've picked red. You can use whatever color you want. You can also use just a very small amount of colored paint. So I'm going to add 4 drops, and then I'm going to stir that all together. So this is the final product of my pink puffy paint. It's sticky but still spreadable. And you can create so many different colors. You can make separate batches, and you can do so many fun different crafts with puffy paint. It's also a great craft to do finger painting because the texture is really fun, and it's a lot stickier than just regular paint on its own. But I'll show everyone how to make a fun ice cream paint with the puffy paint we just made. All right, so now that we've made our cool puffy paint, we're ready to make a craft. So this craft is going to be a super cool ice cream sundae craft using our puffy paint. So we'll need some paper, some markers, glue, and either cardboard or construction paper for our ice cream cones. Okay, so let's get started. So I've cut out 2 triangles from cardboard. You can use brown construction paper. You can go ahead and draw on some ice cream cones onto your paper. But since I got these guys, I'm going to use some glue and glue them onto my paper. So I'm going to make 2 ice cream cones. You can make 1 really big one. You can make 3. You can make a sundae in a bowl. You can have fun with it and do whatever you like. So those are my cones. I'm also going to take a brown marker. I'm going to draw on some of those cool lines to make it look like a waffle cone. All right, so I got my cones. They look like that. And then I'm going to take the puffy paint that we made, and I'm going to paint on some big scoops of ice cream using my puffy paint. All right, so these are what my cones look like so far. So they're pretty wet, but it looks like that. I like using a sponge brush because it helps me, just get it on a little bit thicker. You want to add quite a bit of it so it gets that, 3D look to it, and it really pops off of your paper. So I'm also gonna take some markers and add a cherry on top of these guys. Again, you can do this with paint, or if you made multiple batches of puffy paint and you have different colors, you can do that as well. All right, so this is my puffy paint ice cream sundae craft. So it'll take a bit to dry. You'll have to leave it maybe overnight for it to fully dry, but once it's dry, it'll have like a spongy-like texture to it. And then also once it's dry, you can add maybe some sprinkles using different colored paint or some markers, and just have fun and be creative with your puffy paint. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Can't wait to see what your puffy paint looks like. Bye guys, see you next time.